Hello, welcome back. We're just finishing up the last half of the faction turn for August in the year 2200. No, 3200. Anyway, last we left off, Funkoi Shipyard had begun their turn. Now, Funkoi and Shadia have been super boring every single turn. And I know why that is. The reason that is because they don't do shit. And also they're very isolated. Funkoi is on a planet that I believe only has one other faction on it, on Funkoi in the Otan Fury system. I believe only, one base of influence by the Siu Superiority Initiative that's been completely ignored. But Funkoi is all about the wealth. They don't care. Interestingly, they're also the one with the most experience points. I will eventually be spending those, but not right now. Used harvesters for 1 cred. That's the turn. Now we go to Shadia. Shadia is similarly boring. They do similarly almost nothing. They also have 3 harvesters. And that's because they're on Shadia. If you look at the map, Shadia is here. Shadia is not doing anything. And Otan Free is here, also not doing anything. They're both right outside the Empire, and the Empire is currently dealing with Mao Su and Triton. So it's understandable that both are very boring and just building up money. Shadia, both of them do nothing. Their goal is literally do nothing. And I'm going to do the 3. They only get 1 harvesters. Harvest 1 cred. And I guess the cred is, or the harvesters aren't really harvesting anything. It's probably more that they're selling spaceships. At one point, I believe Shadia was doing stuff. They were on another planet for a few turns, but they got kicked off of Sauri Major. Anyway, that's all well and fine. Now, either I move my Space Marines, or New Fala moves their Space Marines, or New Fala starts attacking with their stuff on Varga. I personally want to move the Space Marines because, spend the turn. I want to do both. Wait, where's... Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff on Varga. Actually, I guess there's only 2 things. They could start taking out Varga, which I think would be immensely helpful. Now, they don't have a base on Varga. It makes sense. Why would they be allowed a base? But I don't know. The war isn't going all that great. Actually, I should look at Space Marines to see if they can move on their own. Because if I can move them without taking a turn, I should do that. Oh, it's at the top. Space Marines. As an action, they may move. Okay. They have another thing. The Transit Web. Right. Cunning and wealth assets. Damn. I can either move these as an action and then also, move the elite skirmishers and the militia unit. The formerly Sioux militia unit. Oh, and this infantry. Oh wait, no, I can't move any of that shit. I can only move the Space Marines. These are all defensive units. I don't know what I should do. I honestly do not know. Okay, good. That is recording. Because treachery might die, and I want to use treachery. Treachery is cool. Oh, right. If they can treacherize gen slaves. That's right. Arr. And it's not like the Sioux Superiority Initiative is going to be able to do much. I mean, they'll buy some stuff, I suppose, but they can't attack. They can barely move. They're in a defensive position right now, waiting for the Space Marines. Maybe I should focus. Like, fighting 2 wars in different parts of the sector? Maybe not the best idea. Maybe I should just have a defensive structure here and then take out Triton. I think that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to start with treachery on Varga. It's these 3 that are in any danger. So, the engineered slaves. Treachery has a special attack. I remember this. Treachery. Attack an enemy asset. On a successful attack, the treachery asset is lost. 5 fact creds are gained, and the treachery asset the target asset switch sides to the traitor's faction. If the faction does not otherwise have attributes necessary to purchase it. Bullshit. I hate that rule. Making a cunning be cunning roll right now. New Fala has 5. They have 8, so it's at a -3, but they do have Theocratic, which I believe gives them a reroll. Once return can roll defending. Well, they do have Psychic Academy and Imperialist. Imperialist. Extra for Seize the Planet actions. I don't really understand why Seize the Planet and attack are different. Gesundheit to myself, I suppose. Seize Planet becomes ruling body, destroy all unstealth actions on the planet belonging to the faction who opposes their attempt before they can successfully take control. If all assets can be destroyed in one turn, the faction must continue the attempt next turn until either is successful. No other actions can be taken in the meanwhile. Once all resistance has been crushed, the attackers maintain at least 1 unstealth. Oh, it's because if it's successful, you automatically gain planetary government, and in other cases, you don't. Like, you can expand the influence, but that doesn't mean you're the government. If you want to be the government, this is what you have to do. The funny thing is, you can do this on a planet that has nothing there. Well, again, you can't see air quotes. Nothing being, nothing faction-wise. You can become the government with nothing there. I think that's cool. Anyway, let's roll that treachery shit. +5 and +8. So 5 plus 7 is 12, and 4 plus 8 is 12. So shit, both are successful. This being against the Gingineered Slave here on Varga. Oh snap. I know what this group is. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so they get to deal 1d4 damage, 2 treachery, but also are treachery. So treachery dies, which happens anyway. But these the Gingineered Slaves become they become the take their place. Insert note. Wait. Whoa. So, if treachery can be used to capture Ginger Slave and bring them to New Fala. Okay. Okay. So it's a force asset, which means they can't be moved that way. Interestingly, these are formerly Neo them. Oscar. And they have to be moved back. Which will be strange. But these gen slaves are gone. They have abandoned the cause. Yeah, I think that ship is Oscar's. Oscar and his ship have been taken over, you know, with Oscar's help. Oscar and the doctor, Alphonse Krauss, they work together with New Fala to take the ship that they had. Wait. Oh, gen slaves have no type. It'd be really funny if gen slaves were a special type, and then you could refit them into a base of influence, or refit them into, or refit a base of influence into gen slaves. I think that would be funny. But that's that. Hostile takeover. I like to use hostile takeover, so I'm going to, because that deals a lot. Ooh, that does deal a lot of damage that we could take out. the Vargan base more easily, or we could destroy the covert transit net. Alright, well, let's use the commodities broker. Because it's not like the transit net is going to be able to destroy them. Ooh! Yeah, I should probably write this down. Attack Neo-Fem Genslave on Varga. Who attacks? Treachery attacks. Neo-Fem Genslave on Varga. Captures. Oscar, kannst du mich hören? Yeah, Oscar's on the something side. I guess none of the sides are good. I just really like the New Fallen Empire, so I was about to call them good, but they're not good. I mean, think about what they did to Mirko. Not good stuff. Oh, shit. Whoops, this is supposed to be here. Insert note. Formerly Sioux. And I can get rid of this note. And then here, gen slaves. Insert note. Formerly, what were they formerly? Formerly, Neo-Fem Oscar. There we go. Hold on, I'm gonna check. I think my roommate has a guest. So hold on. Okay, so one of my roommates got a second-degree burn 2 days ago and doesn't know what to do about it. So hold on, we're gonna Google how to deal with second-degree burns. Second-degree burns. Wash your hands before cleaning the burn. Do not touch the burn with your hand or anything dirty because open blisters can be easily infected. Do not break the blister. Clean the burn area with mild soap and water. Some of the burn skin might come off with washing. Use antibiotic ointment. Bandage the burn. If the burn skin or blister have not broken or opened, the bandage may not be needed. If the burn skin or unbroken blister are likely to become dirty or irritated by clothing, apply a bandage. If burn skin or blister are broken, bandage is needed. Apply a new bandage whenever soiled or wet. Wrap the burn loosely to avoid pressure on the burn skin. Do not tape a bandage so that the circle this can cause swelling. Great. Do's and don'ts of treating second-degree burns. Second-degree burns will generally heal in 2 to 3 weeks without treatment. Do not itch or scratch the burn. Contact your doctor if you notice signs of infection. This includes drainage of pus, fever, increased pain, red streak, burn, swollen lymph nodes. You seem to have a handle on it. Yeah, one of my roommates is helping the other roommate. So I will go back to this. Sorry about that. Yeah, that happened. What was I doing? All right, commodities broker. So yeah, we'll start with the commodities broker. Deals 2d8, both be wealth. I think they're even in wealth. 8 and 7. No, they have the bonus. Plus 8, plus 7. Both attack each other. Goody goody. So commodities broker attacks Neo Fem. What was it? Covert Transit Net. Oh, Covert Transit Net can't attack. $2d8. 7 damage. Okay. So you can't take another hit from something big. Because if you do, you will die. Why don't I have that? Like, I hate that some of them are listed and some of them aren't. As an action, any special force asset can be moved between any worlds within 3 hexes. That is literally nothing that they have. Though I would consider Engineered Slaves special forces for this this idea. And I'm pretty sure I've actually used this wrong before. So fuck it. Anyway, they can't take another hit, so elite skirmishers not on that planet. The Demagogue will kill them. What happens when they're undefended? They just get hit, I assume. Attack. They cannot be targeted with attack unless they've been discovered. To launch an attack, the attacker selects one of their assets and attacks the faction one at a time. Each attacking asset is matched against a defending asset by the chosen defender. During the defense asset can defend many times, assuming they survive multiple conflicts. Once matched, roll the relevant things. If the attacker exceeds the defender's roll, the attack is successful. The defending asset suffers that much. If the defender's base, the defender must opt to let damage bypass the asset, hit the base instead, causing damage to it. And yeah, so it bypasses any asset. There's nothing to prevent it. I'll just allow direct damage. Demagogue deals. Well, actually, no. The Covert Transit Net defends. It's Cunning v Cunning, so they have a good chance of beating it because it's a 5v8. So 5, 15, 8, 12. So it goes through. Now the Covert Transit Net can't take much damage, but we rolled damage first, damage being 2d8. Which is 2 and 6, which is 8. So we either destroy the transit net, or 8 damage goes through to the faction base. I will opt for that option because then, otherwise, Neofem can't move their stuff. So 21 damage to them, and 21 damage to the actual. They have 21 health left. It is possible they die, but who knows? So yeah. Commodities Broker, Demagogue, Hostile Takeover. Yeah, let's do a Wealth v Wealth roll. It's the New Fala has a +1. So 6, anything higher than that. Okay. That is a failure, but it doesn't deal any damage. I should probably write this down. Demagogue hits. So not the Commodities Broker this time. This time it was the what the fuck? Demo. Hits that through. What was it? Hostile Takeover. Hits. Oh no, misses. Yes. Who's next? Now it's the Vanguard Cadre. It's Cunning v Cunning. They lost. Oh wait, why didn't I? So I'm gonna re-roll the 8 which became a 9. Used Psychic Academy, still misses. The Vanguard cadre also misses. And we have the engineered slaves right here. Clearly what we need to do is use them. So, yep, we're doing that. It's a force roll. I think this is New Follows. Nope, 7 versus a 5. So 7 is 11, 5 is lost. And that's 1d6 damage, 4 damage. And I think 10 slaves, salves, 10 slaves, attack, hit. It's 4 damage. Yeah, like the transit net doesn't need to be fully functional, just partially functional in order to bring in more gen slaves. Yep. Anyway, I don't think anything is on Sauri Major. Except the Hands of Fate, which is a secretive blockade runner. Oh, whoops. Yeah. Secretive blockade runners and secretive crack comms, so no one knows about that, so it's not like they can be attacked. Crossbow Corp has a strike fleet there. No, it doesn't. Crossbow Corp has a base of influence there. And I think that's it. Yeah. So Sauri Major is safe for now. Plus they have all this. I think that's the whole turn. Yeah. Now the Perimeter Agency goes. The Perimeter Agency wants to expand influence with their cyber ninjas on Varga. So who's on Varga and doesn't want that? Well, the Vargans, but the Vargans can't actually do anything about it, so I don't care. Now, would New Fala be opposed to the Perimeter Agency with their very not secretive cyber ninjas making a base of influence there? I think yes. Perimeter Agency is Peaceable Kingdoms. So I'm going to give them that. I think yes, they don't want the Perimeter Agency there. Now, the Perimeter Agency has the Perimeter Agency tag, which I don't remember what that gives them. Perimeter Agency. Once per turn, a faction may roll an additional 10 when attacking a die that requires tech level 5 to purchase. The faction may roll an extra die to detect stealth assets. Okay, well, the Perimeter Agency needs this, so they're going to dump all their money into it. And only one thing gets an attack, so it's not like everything can attack. The Perimeter Agency has 4 against New Fala's 5, so that's not so bad. So 4 versus 5. Okay, yeah, they get a base of influence there on Varga. They expanded influence. And can now try and not die, which will be nice. Not dying is a good thing. But that's their turn, and they spent all their money on it. Now the Sioux Superiority Initiative. Right. Sioux Superiority Initiative wants a military conquest. They've literally done nothing. Oh wait, no, they had one of their things. They don't have a whole lot of good stuff. They're mainly just waiting to be attacked. They do have a lot of money, though. I do like treachery. Treachery. Treachery only costs 10, and I can stealth it for 3, leaving me 10 more. So why not? Why not buy an extra treachery? An extra stealth treachery. Same planet, same everything. Like, you know, just in case. For when the Marines come, because that will be hilarious. It's like, oh, you have Space Marines? Good thing we're prepared, and they're actually on our side. Yeah, just purchased a treachery. Stealth treachery. Any Sioux. That's it. That's the whole turn. We only got 3 more factions to go. We're now in this sector, or this the whole thing's the sector. This region of space. I think all we have is the consortium here on Bulo, or in Bulo, Crossbow in Dursney Amas, and Neofem in Triton and Vorta. So let's see what they do. Right. Oh, right. So Dursney Amas, the Crossbow Corporation that protects Hadad, is surrounded by genetic engineer eugenics cults, essentially. I forgot about that. The consortium. Yep. They got Bulo stuff. That's their home planet, so I'm not going to worry about that. Here on Hadad, they have lawyers and stealth hardened personnel and stealth surveyors, which they should move, and a stealth party machine here on Oberon and Knume. On Knume in Oberon. Oberon being here. Oh, yeah, a text. There might be a party at my place on November 4th. You don't know where I live, so that's okay. Unless you do, but I don't know that, so too bad. Oh yeah, the Gen slaves all died. Crossbow Corp on Hadad. Yeah, they're very well prepared. The lawyers should attack. Cunning versus wealth. Consortium cunning versus crossbow wealth. It's pretty even. But it's the only thing that they have that is noticeable. And here they have the monopoly, the planetary defenses, and the strike fleet. all ready to take them down, which is really too bad. Yeah, I think Crossbow Corp has the authority to put martial law onto anyone associated with these terrorist attacks. But the lawyers can say, hey, that wasn't us. Lawyers have a special ability. What is that? Lawyers. Lawyers cannot attack or counterattack force assets. Oh, shit. So lawyers v. Monopoly on Haddad. Lawyers attack Crossbow Monopoly on Haddad. See how that goes. The lawyers have a +1 and they lose. But consortium doesn't have anything that can do anything about that. So the Monopoly deals 1d6 damage to the lawyers, 5 damage to the lawyers, which kills the lawyers. Glass cannons. Lawyers eat shit, just like normal. So yeah, the lawyer v. Monopoly thing tries to go over well, but the consortium, the Crossbow and the Haddadi people, they're not having any of the consortium's shit. It was like, fuck no, this was a planned attack. You are clearly at fault. We are going to wreck you so bad. And so the consortium's turn is over. And now it is Crossbow's turn. Crossbow being ready for war, of course. So, good for the consortium. They do actually have defensible or defensive measures. I think, no, I can't move them with my covert transit net because I attacked. But I can leave these guys here. They won't get attacked. I can just chuck them anywhere. I can chuck them to Triton or Aomori. Just not defend with the surveyors. Anyway, stealth hardened personnel. Yeah. So the Monopoly will attack. Consortium blocked by stealth hardened personnel. Okay, so that is a wealth v. wealth. The consortium has 5 wealth, and Crossbow has 5 wealth. So that is just a gotta beat a 5. You beat a 5. Okay. Hardened personnel deal 1d4 +1, 4 damage to the Monopoly. takes DMG. Now, I guess the strike fleet will attack the hardened personnel. Strike fleet attacks consortium hardened personnel. Strike fleet is, of course, force v force. And of course, 6 to 3. So plus 6 is 15, plus 3 is 8. They lose, they take damage. The damage is 2d6. 5. Wow, that sucked. So 5 damage to the personnel. The personnel are dead. You know, the strike fleet came by and just obliterated them, even with a bad roll. Killed. Okay, so now as far as they're aware, this is completely unguarded, but they only have the defenses up to attack them. Now there is stuff on Moshel, blockade runners, but they can't attack. What we could do is bring this special forces unit in on Hadad. What is the goal of crossbow? Blood the enemy. So just deal damage to an enemy. I think that's what we do. Oh, we can't because we moved. We attacked. We can't move. Blockade runners. As an action, the blockade runners, yeah. Damn. Darn. But the strike fleet. The strike fleet here will attack on Pelisol. There are 3 groups of gen slaves. So gen-engineered slave with 1. Strike fleet attacks Neo Fem Gen slave on Pelisol. Force. That's 6 against 3. 5 against. So it's 11 against 13. So they lose. They take 1d4 damage. Yep. How much was that? Max. Max against the strike fleet. The strike fleet takes 4. So it's a 3. Takes DMG. Okay. So that is their turn. And now it is finally the Neofem turn. Let me look. They are very vulnerable right now because they don't have any of their shit here. How much money do they have? Neofem has 6, so they could buy 3 slaves. They would need them all right there. I think they're covered here. I would love to attack the strike fleet to destroy it, but I think that is a horrible waste of my time and resources because commodities broker, let's give all 3 of these average rolls, all 5 of these average rolls. Say 8, 8, 10, that is 26 plus 3 plus 3, that is 32. Average rolls, we die. Neofem is destroyed. We can't have that. Iapetus is fully safe. Pelisol is fully safe. What we need to do right now is buy 3 sets of gen slaves. That is what we need right now. Six. This is Varga. So purchases 3 gen slaves on Varga. Where are they? Yep. Yep, there we go. That is the turn. That is the whole faction turn. Let's do a recap, I guess. We'll start by alphabetizing. First by name, then by planet, then by sector or system, then by faction. So, Ackland. Ackland managed to secure a base of influence here on New Yellowstone. Caesar managed to finally get to Sisu, in which they will commence their attack on a now unguarded Sisu homeworld. Yeah, no. It is no longer unguarded. This was very guarded all of a sudden. The consortium tried and failed to say, hey, that's not us. No, of course not. They are not doing too well. And Crossbow will probably try and kill them, at least here. They can only do 5 damage, so it's not like it's much. But, you know, they can go to Oberon. Oh, what just happened? I don't know. Eco Rep is getting ready to strike. Funkoi Shipyard is being boring as usual. Hands of Fate are getting ready to infiltrate Sauri Major, waiting for the right time to strike, because of course that will be someday, hopefully someday soon, because that will be interesting to have war here. The Lightning Gang is building up their empire. They bought some cyber ninjas. The neo-feminist movement has decided defense is the best idea because otherwise they might die in a single blow. They are at full war with the new fallen empire, who is getting ready to take down everyone and might be gaining a new tag later. If they can get control of the system, their scientists can begin recreating Oscar because they have captured him. Again, you can't see my air quotes. They have quote unquote captured Oscar. He defected, I guess, and are going to be dealing with him. I wonder how this is going to go with the party, because I know Flintlock wants to see Alphonse again. And I know that Oscar is going to contact him. I just now have to come up with why. Anyway, the Perimeter Agency has set up a base on Varga, which is nice. They can now try and take down the scourge that is the Gengineered slaves. So, New Fallout at least has a temporary ally. The Prophets of New Titan are getting ready to strike at their age-old empire, the Victory Federation. They are ready to defend. Yep, defend and attack. And these are very ready for both. Also, Cyber Ninjas are probably going to be pretty useful against the Victory Federation. The Sedna Militant are wiping out all resistance. I'll have to move the blockade runners so that I can move this pre-tech infantry. I actually want to look at pre-tech infantry right now. Pre-tech infantry. Oh, what does P mean? Oh, you need permission to buy it, I'm guessing. Yeah, they're wiping the floor with anyone they come in contact with. They are probably, I believe they're unopposed on Skatha. So they're going to take over Skatha. Because that makes a lot of sense. Take over Caesar. Expand their empire. Like, hey, we've been given all this great stuff. Now we're going to use it to destroy everyone in our path. Though their homeworld is pretty much undefended, but also Eco-Rep is just doing so terribly against them, and the Lightning Gang is not interested in taking down anything with their stuff, so they're going to wait until force assets appear. Which I think they actually have. The Lightning Gang went first when there weren't any force assets. But now Eco-Rep has a force asset, so next turn, the Lightning Gang is going to take down the Zealots, I think. That'll be fun. Shadia shipping, again, super boring, just dicking around. The Sisu Expansion Society is ready for war. They know Sedna is coming, and they know that Caesar is there, so they're prepared. The Victory Federation, again, ready to take the fight to the Prophets so that they can take them down once and for all and finally be the proper government. And then the Sioux Superiority Initiative is getting ready for the inevitable invasion. The Defense Force, currently the only damaged one, but also I think the most militarily capable. They're able to defend way better than anyone else. The Cyber Ninjas, the intelligence, actually, yeah, the intelligence control is probably able to do a lot of damage next round. Probably take out these areas. And then Yellowstone Protectorate is just trying to survive. I think maybe the Cyber Ninjas try and attack these guys as opposed to these guys because skirmishers can defend and Cyber Ninjas are pretty weak. Cyber Ninjas have a 1 in 4 chance of dying against the Harvesters if they lose. And I think the Protectorate is not particularly cunning. No, they're not. Yeah, they got a pretty good chance of just destroying the Harvesters and then destroying this and then destroying this. And yeah. The Protectorate is not doing their job. Defense Force is doing great. I'm very much looking forward to seeing how they interact with the new base. Yeah. Anyway, I think that is the stream. We don't really need to go over anything else. The Lightning Gang, he paid them off. They're still neutral. Oh, right. Yeah, that's done. That's done. I think this is where we're going to leave the broadcast. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it very much. Have a good night.